I actually don't even. I didn't even plan for this. No,
It's like, Tony, you're doing a
there's,
video today. What the?
there is
All
no
right,
presentation today, lads.
we're just about ready to go, lads. We're
We-
streaming. I'm just about to hit and go live.
This is just like before a breakfast show. It's like tense. He's trying to line everything up. It's fun.
Oh,
It's good. Oh, far out. Why can't I get this to work?
Well, by the way, it's been a wild week.
I've got a gimbal, right?
You're recording, Buri?
yeah, I've recorded. Definitely this time.
Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
Room service.
Yeah, because the webinar you can do the intro video as well, Tony, which is what I want to do. Should we just play it anyway and just share screen
Just
it?
say it.
Who's
Just play
playing?
it. Hey?
Whoever gets to the share screen first, because I'm not at share screen.
All
So
good. I'll do it,
you,
bro.
you got it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm on the event. It says the live video has not started.
I'm about to, bro. Relax.
I got everyone in that video too, and it was a rough one, but I got Marco, me, Chris,
All right. I'm
Rory.
streaming live
Forgot my
now.
name.
Check that it's coming through to the page, bro. And let me know when it's live.
Live.
Right. What's that? That's so cool. Hey.
Is it streaming live, bro, to the event?
Back muscles, mate.
Sometimes there's a bit of a delay, so let's just wait.
Pa, 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 pa.
I mean, I can see it on the website.
Yeah, it's saying we're live, bro.
Where?
Yeah.
On the event, in the event.
Why is it on my end it says the live video has not started?
Because you're in dial-up, mate.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
So EXP group, they've got the link.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Come on, team.
It's
Where are
All right, Chris, let's do it. Will you
Oh,
like
oh yeah, we're actually streaming straight to
we're live.
Yeah,
it's live
All
straight
right,
to
here we
the
go.
group. Is that
Here we
correct?
go. You ready?
Hang on.
I was ready.
Let me double check this. We're live on your actual page, bro.
I would love to have the Alpha State of Mind logo on this piece of purple light.
Chris, we're live on
Yeah.
your page as well, on your personal page, and we're live. We're live. I think that's it. That's the event. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can see in
Sorry.
the event, bro. It's saying it's live on the event.
Are you gonna share your screen thing?
I'm alive.
Can you see it live in the event?
Let me check. It's in the group definitely though.
Zoom says invalid meeting ID. That's what.
Yeah, because they're trying to enter through the Zoom meeting. They need to enter through the
The
group
event.
on the event.
The event. It's
Yeah.
live to the event page.
Yeah, it's all on the event. All right, I'm
Let's-
close.
It's live.
Yep,
People
yeah,
are-
we're all good.
Oh, that's smart.
Live on the event. All right. Here we go. Let's do this, right? Let's start with some
Let's go.
fire and energy, you know?
Let's boogie.
What are we doing
Let's
again?
First things first, happy Valentine's Day, gentlemen.
Thank you,
Happy
man.
Valentine's Day. I love you all. I'm sending you all flowers and kisses after.
Yeah, it's great.
Every day's a Valentine's Day with you lads. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can you see that?
I choose you.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Alpha State of Mind. My name is Chris Janzon, and I'm absolutely thrilled to introduce you to a community that is absolutely transforming the real estate industry.
Show me what you got, 'cause I got mine. I see you way behind. Show me what you got.
We're not just a real estate group. We are a thriving network of ambitious, forward-thinking, entrepreneurial real estate agents that is redefining what is possible.
Show me what you got.
Redefining, guys.
Whee!
Yeah.
How good is that? Folks,
nice.
happy Friday, legends. Happy Valentine's Day, you little sweethearts. Thanks for joining us on this weekly Agents Blueprint brought to you by the Alpha State of Mind. Keeping it real simply, I'm Chris. That's Magic Marco, Fabulous Tony, and Beautiful Bori. And we are just four everyday real estate transactional agents that are a little bit unique and quirky, but we love to collaborate. And that's at the epicenter of everything that we do. So these Friday sessions are purely dedicated to you as a transactional industry agent to help you thrive, not just survive. And what we're going to share with you each and every week is walking the talk, right? And we're going to share with you what we're doing on the ground. And if you missed last week's session, this is part two of that. The marketing genius behind all of that, Buri Son's going to lead today's session. And in part one, he spoke about dominating marketing and how to do that. And today we're going to now venture into lead generation because we know there's a lot of agents out there, Bori, that struggle with where do I even start with lead gen? Where do I even start to create the content? A lot of agents outsource
There's
this,
a lot of agents out there, boy.
often wasting a lot of money. Bit of feedback there. They outsource it, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get somebody else to do it. But there's something that's incredibly beautiful when you can take control of lead generation yourself. One, it's more cost effective. Two, you become the master of lead generation in terms of what you're putting out there. And a lot of the content we're going to be sharing today and in future sessions isn't going to be about pushing out there free appraisals or your suburb's gone up 20% in the last 12 months, right? Because everybody's doing that. We have this mentality in the alpha state of mind. When they zig, we're going to zag, right? So a lot of the content we're going to share with you is the complete opposite of what a lot of your competitors are probably doing. And Bori's just started some ad campaigns, which is super impressive. It's like nothing I've ever seen any other industry agent do. And it's going to be about adding value, putting stuff out there that is value adding to the consumer with no intentions of them selling, and providing them with useful information because knowledge is power, king and queen at the end of the day. So without further ado, we're live, folks. Jump into the comments. Ask any questions in the comment section of the live event. We've got people viewing us live, which is awesome. Boys, make sure you share it across to your personal pages as well so we can spread the industry love far and wide. But Bori, let's get into lead generation, baby.
What an introduction. That's fantastic. I don't know how you do that because if it was me, I'd be stumbling all over my words. But thank you very
Ice
much.
bath and sauna, mate. The endorphins are through the roof at the moment.
I should have done the cold dip, the cold swim. So just quickly, this is the lead up from episode 1 that we did last week. This is episode 2 now. It's not going to be a PowerPoint presentation like we did before. We're going to go straight into the lead generation side of things that most real estate agents want to know. And yeah, if you have any questions, just jump on board. And there's going to be a few free things that we're going to give out as well. So watch the whole thing.
Free gift with purchase today, folks. And for those joining us live, just a reminder, yeah, you can chuck in comments, right? So if you got any comments or questions, just chuck them in there. I've got the feed there, Boris. So if there's questions, I'll keep an eye on the comments section, yeah?
Yeah, cool. Now, you might want to take some notes down. You implement some of this into your business. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if we are going all over the shop, because I will be going to here and there, and it might be a little bit confusing for you, don't worry, because what I'll be doing is re-recording this whole segment about digital marketing and putting it straight to our YouTube page, where I'll be going step by step into the full A to Z of it. So if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go there. If you want to drop the link in the chat there so people
Doing
can
that now,
subscribe
bro.
to our YouTube channel. And secondly, if you go to our Facebook page, we will be giving the links and templates to all the ad creatives for these ads that you can customize to your own branding. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I'm going to share my screen quickly. Firstly, we're going to go straight into the ads manager. Are we there?
Just, yeah, mate, it's coming through ads manager, right? Because I know there's people still doing the old, just chuck it on your feed, click that little blue button of boost.
Yeah.
Why ads manager, man?
Look, I think if you don't really know how to do digital ads, boosting is still fine. And I think some people find success in just boosting the post. There is a few customizations that you can do on just boosting your post as well. But when you want to go to the advanced level of digital marketing on Facebook, you really need to do it on the ads manager because you have so much more control over your ads. That's basically it. The control factor of it, the analytics of it as well, and also you can build an audience and retarget those audience through there as well. I'm pretty sure Facebook is now allowed to do that on the boost as well. But for those of you who don't really know how to do ads, you can just get started on boost. I actually did get started on boosting my ads, and then I started learning more about it. But
Yeah.
yes,
And there's more analytics, as you can see already here, mate, as well. So you can keep an eye on things like impressions and, what your ROI is per click,
yeah.
and so forth. So,
I spend a lot of money on ads. I think I've spent like $10,000 in total already,
yeah.
just last year alone. I haven't advertised for a good 6 months to be completely honest, because I just didn't need to at the time. But now, stock's low, inventory is low, and I'm back to doing ads. So yeah, I just started yesterday actually, and I built the foundations over this whole week. It's going to take you, depending how fast you are on ad creatives and stuff like that, it could take you anywhere from a week or two to actually build the foundations to then advertise your stuff. Now, when you're thinking about advertising, I want you to think about it like this, yeah. Just imagine you want leads, right? You want people to say, "I want to do business with you," right? But imagine if they don't know who you are. So how can people contact you if they don't know who you are? Right? How can they pick up the phone and call that real estate agent or submit any lead to you if they actually genuinely don't know who you are? Have you ever been in a situation where you're like, oh, I need a plumber or I need this, I need that? But you're like, who's the best person to talk to? Well, the only way people will get to know you is if you advertise yourself out there. And that could be a method of ways where there's letterbox drops, digital marketing, canvassing. Um, but the reason why I like doing social media ads, especially on Facebook, for an awareness ad, and we're not just doing awareness ads today, guys. We're actually going to go through lead generation as well. But the reason why I love awareness ads is because it gets you in front of thousands of people at a cost of, in this case, I've got a reach of 2,000 people, and it only costs me $1.61 to get in front of 1,000 people. So you think about that right now. It costs like how much does it cost you to do 1,000 letterbox drops, Chris?
Well, I just did my Burton reports, which got dropped off to my letterbox droppers this week, and that is $418 to get them printed per month, and then it's a $200 per drop for 1,587 homes to my letterbox dropper every month, with a $20 bonus per listing to them for any listing I get in that core area every month. So it's $618 at minimum without that little performance kicker to my letterbox dropper per listing.
Yeah, yeah. So it's quite expensive. Well, not really expensive when you think about the ROI, but it can be costly if you're doing it, every single month. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's no merit to that. There's absolutely a merit to that, and I think being in people's letterbox, having a physical thing that they can touch, feel, and see, is very, very good. But this is the way you can actually build an audience where they go from cold data, not knowing who you are, to knowing who you are, and then second ad comes through, we retarget them with another ad so they can actually warm up to you, which is called warm leads, and then submit their details to you because people aren't going to submit details to you if they don't know who you are. All right. Now, firstly and foremost, if you want to get started in digital marketing, you need to run an awareness ad. Okay. And I'm going to show you the awareness ads that I'm running first. I'll call it the market saturation campaign. So the reason why I'm calling it that is because I'm literally saturating an area, which is the Salisbury Council, which is the area that I work in. So if you live in the area, you might be seeing my ads come up. Don't copy me. No, I'm joking. You can copy me. It's fine. I don't care.
So, bro, just to be clear, with this, it's just purely to get you out there to be seen as mass saturation. We're not going into leads just yet. It's just like, who's Buri Son? Get him in front of more eyeballs so his name is recognized out there in the marketplace. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Sweet.
Before I show you this ad, I just want to quickly show if you ever get confused on what you want to do, I go to the ad library all the time and I spy on the competitors. So you can actually go to the ads library and see what people are running. And fun fact right now, there's not many real estate agents running ads right now. And that's really interesting because usually a lot of real estate agents are pumping out ads at this very moment. but I don't see much at all. And I don't know what's going on. It could mean that people have a lot of inventory, or they don't believe in the market at the moment, and they're just taking their foot off the pedal, and or they run out of funds, and they're going back to the traditional methods of door knocking, cold calling. Okay,
Yeah,
so
good point.
this is the amount of ads that I see right now, which has launched in February. But yeah, you can look at your competitors here. I thought this one here was a very good ad by this buyers club. It was just talking about how to make money on property. But as you can see, there's this person here is doing a online property update ad, which it looks pretty professional as well. But what I find is that when your ad looks too professional, it doesn't get as much leads as well. So,
Mate, just again, how did you bring up that ads library? Because you clicked pretty
oh,
quickly, so that
sorry
those
about
that
that.
missed it, that's okay, man. Just show the person, like, because research agents, we're all watching each other. So if I wanted to see what the fellow Ray White or LJ Hooker or Harris agent's doing around the corner, where do I go to find that ads library?
Yeah, I just went to ads library in Google, clicked it. If you're already logged onto Facebook, it should come up automatically. What you can do now, this is very, very interesting, right? I don't know why. All right. When you type in real estate, there is people doing ads, but it's all about like really weird stuff.
Okay.
Like I mean really, really weird stuff.
Okay.
You see like this type of stuff at the moment. So they're targeting real estate agents. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
Okay.
mate, I can see there you can obviously target Australia.
Yeah.
Can we refine that if I'm based in Sydney or Adelaide? Like we can look at specific locations.
I don't think you can. I think it only goes to the whole of Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
real
I just want
estate.
to go back to the point you made before, Bori, is that you said that when you look too professional, people scroll past it, and that is very true. And sort of, what do you recommend in terms of like sort of photos to use instead of using, say, those slick professional, watch there
Yeah,
looking too cool?
that's a good question, and we're going to go straight into that after here.
Oh,
But I just want to show people like if you want to spy on your competitors, go to the ads library section, look at what people are pumping out, get inspiration from there, take what works that you feel is good for your business. Like I really like this video that this guy did. It's a 24-minute video. He's just giving information about the area. He's from
right.
Queensland, and I thought that was very captivating. So he's pretty much aced the whole digital marketing space. And again, there's more
As we said,
information.
bro, like it's a good opportunity to watch what your competitors are doing, and if they're zigging, this is your opportunity maybe to zag in different content, right?
Yep. Yep. So again, these would have been awareness ads as well, like these sort of these things here, and that guy here. Now I've taken a different approach to the awareness ad. Just quickly, I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So the reason why I've gone with this sort of ad here, it gives people a bunch of information. Firstly, the breaking news, the record breaking sale, it's very captivating. Now I learned this from my YouTube automation course. The fundamentals of advertising, right? It's really the title, the image itself, the ad write up, and then the audience, like where you're advertising. Now, with this picture here, it doesn't look as professional as the other ones that I've used to create, right? But what I'm trying to do is get people to stop on my ad, to read it, to look at it, to get to know who I am, right?
Yep.
And then I've done a bit of a big spiel as well, bit of a big write up. Most digital marketers will say not to do that, right? But again, when they zig, we zag. The reason why I've gone with this is because I'm not just going, hey, my name is Buri Son, click here if you want a free appraisal. Like, who cares about that, right? We want to know about real stories, right? So if you actually take the time to read this is a full story about, how I met the client, what we did to achieve the price of them with their review and stuff like that. And the picture itself is just like a breakdown of the whole thing there. And obviously we've got a good sold result. So these are something that is very, very good to put on as an awareness campaign.
And
Done
I'm
the
just
same
going to
one.
add, just going to add to that too, though, mate, is what I like about your imagery is that no one does it like that in the area that we operate in, right? Like that is completely different from everybody else. Just with the text body content of your ad awareness campaign, can I just ask you, did you type it up or did you use ChatGPT, our friend, to pre-populate that text body?
Good question, Chris. Now, as you know, English is not my first language. Absolutely not. I will not be writing this myself.
Cool.
I will put on what I want to say, and then I
Yeah.
get ChatGPT to refine it. And
Cool.
there's a couple of other prompts that I put in as well, just to make it more better. And I can share that in the Facebook group. So if you want to go there, you'll get the free prompts as well.
Cool.
Again, this is just another story that I put on because remember, stories sell as opposed to just saying, "Hi, I'm a real estate agent in your area. Click here to
Yeah.
book an appraisal." Me, like, no one cares. There's 100 real estate agents out there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your success stories, all right, and pump that out as your awareness campaign. Um, Alrighty. Now just going back quickly. I also did another awareness campaign called All Sales. So I got here. It's a what do you call a carousel of images of all the properties I've sold. All right.
Mhm.
And
So
what happens there is every time it scrolls through an ad, they'll see a new photo, so the ad doesn't actually burn. It's not like seeing the same thing
Fatigue.
over and over. So it doesn't. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's
yeah, and another thing I was going to add to this as well is like when you're running these ads, you see this learn more button. You got to understand like the journey of your customer, the journey of your clients and future sellers, right? Where are they going when they click that learn more button? All right. I think it's very important that you go off and create a landing page. So these days and age, websites are not that important as it used to be. Right now, it's just one page, a landing page. That's very, very I'm lost for words here, but
what's on those landing pages? What would you put
I'm
on
gonna
landing?
I'm gonna show you as well. Okay, so
Yeah.
um, impactful. That's what the word is. The impactful. So this is the landing page here. I built this myself. You don't need to be a rocket scientist these days to build one of these landing pages, right? It's very, very easy. It's like drag and drop. Okay. So you might see a lot of digital marketers, they'll charge you like $3,000 just to have your own website. But I literally built this myself
It's
by
beautiful.
looking at a bunch of them. But it's not only just like a questionnaire. If you scroll down, there's information about who I am. You can actually click here to download a very good ebook, and we're going to go through that a little bit later as well. And obviously, if you get that, you go back to the questionnaire, bit of testimonial, and just other stuff about who I am. Okay, now I'm just going to say right now, if you're watching this, do you want to add something?
So I was just going to say, mate, so this is awesome. So you've created the ad, you've done a single image one, which is fine. You've done a carousel one, which is another option, right, to prevent ad fatigue. Great. You've got the learn more button, which has created this website. Now, folks, some of you might be watching this and going, so like, how long did you go to university, Buri, to do all this stuff and learn it all, right? You don't need a uni degree, folks, right? In a future session, we'll show you how to create these landing pages. I mean, you could even start with something very simple as a jot form, right? Which is a web form, very basically. I'm going to be hosting a session in due course around using, the power of Gamma app to build a landing page. So a lot of weekly ad campaigns I run, I literally go to Gamma app and I tell it what I want to build as the landing page. It builds it for me. Then it creates a URL that I need to link it into that learn more button as well. You can even use very simple sites like landingsite.ai as well, super cost effective. So I know this might seem a lot. We're just giving you a bigger picture of what it all looks like complete, but Bori will now jump into some of the nuts and bolts of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I absolutely love the Gamma app. And I would, if I didn't know how to build a landing page, I would just use the Gamma app because it just does it for you. Obviously,
Yeah.
the platform that we're using, they haven't married the two up yet, but I think in future they will. So, yeah, if you're a new agent, watch out for that Gamma app sort of tutorial that Chris is going to bring out. Now
Yeah,
just
that'll be a future session. And keep in mind, like you don't need to spend because people look at this man and I'd be like, that's like a $1,500 website, $2,000 website to be built. I can't have that built each time I run an ad. This is part of a platform we're already using. And like the Gamma app, I think I pay $180 a year that can build the exact same for you. And you can
yeah.
use that to build a landing page every week for your ad campaigns. Because every week I do a different ad campaign, like Bori's showing now as well.
Yeah, yeah. And the good thing too is, guys, if you don't know how to do this, go to our Facebook group, The Alpha Set of Mine,
All in there.
join it, right? We're going to teach you how to build this. Now, secondly, too, if you're a brand new agent, or not just brand new, if you're an agent that's not within our establishment and you're watching this video, right? Join the group, book a call with myself or Chris, Tony, or Marco, have a chat with us, and we're going to give this to you absolutely free. I'm going to build it out for you and brand it out for you, including all the templates required, all your social ads and everything like that. We're going to do it exactly for you for free. All right. So just jump on. If you're interested in that, go into the group, message one of us. Let's start a conversation, get to know us, and collaborate with us. All right. Now, I'm conscious of time because it looks like we're running out of time already, and I got a lot of information. So I don't know if we're going to get through all of it.
You
That's
can,
okay,
you can
man.
do it.
We got time, bro.
Yeah. Well, it might be over an hour session now. So I'm just going to quickly show you how to actually run an awareness campaign, and then afterwards we'll go into the lead campaign. But I'm going to go quite quickly because it's going to take a long time. All right. So when you're in the ads manager, the first thing you want to do before you even go to the ads manager is create the ad first. I use Canva. I love Canva. As you can see here, I've got a lot of templates here. Now, just quickly, I think this is the one that I use. Again, you go with it and build your ad creative. Have a think about what you want to put out there. These are the two ads that I've used here. All right. So click on create ad. If you look at all this stuff, this is the type of ads that you could run. The main four that we're going to use is awareness, traffic, engagement, and leads. You don't really need to know these two. But if you want leads, obviously just run a leads campaign. But without doing an awareness campaign, you're not going to get quality leads, all right? So again, we're doing the
You'd say,
awareness.
mate, start with the awareness campaign first. Your first ad, make it about awareness.
It literally puts it in the order for you of what they
Yeah.
think is the right thing. Do the awareness, and look, sales is at the very last point. So why not stop with that one first? Let's start
Yep.
with that one first. So go to the awareness first,
Yep.
and then title your stuff so you don't get lost. I call it market saturation.
Yep. Really important that, folks. If you're running lots of campaigns, make sure you're naming them so you know what each and every campaign is in your ads manager itemized.
Yep. Here in category, it was going to ask you to select housing categories for ad related purposes. I don't do that and it could get you banned. So do as I say, not as I do, right? So I don't do that because it really limits your control on the ads.
Yeah. And Meta's pretty good. If they breach you, they don't just, they give you an opportunity to revolt. Like they do give, like I've been breached before and they say, you need to fix
They
this
just
in
ask you
your
to
ad.
change your ad.
Yeah, so you just got to edit it. It's not like I haven't been stopped and shut down on my ads. You get a notification, you got to change something in your ad. If you don't change it, they're probably going to shut it down within 24, 48 hours. But if you update it as they instruct, then, it'll keep going.
Yep. Now, just quickly moving forward as well, you don't need to do any of this stuff. Just leave it as per normal, right? And you can turn this on or leave it off, but this is pretty much how much you want to spend. I turn it on because I noticed that during the hours of 12 o'clock at night time, all the way to 6 o'clock in the morning, they don't spend your money during that time, which is great because not many people are actually on that time. And if they are, it's probably night shift workers and stuff like that, but it's not much people. Obviously, spend how much you want to spend, but $5 per day is pretty much recommended. You'll get some good results with that. And split A/B testing is say for example, if you want to, you got two images and you don't know which one is the best image, or you got an image versus a video, then you can put both of them on and test which one gets the better results. And within 4 or 5 days, it will shut down the one that isn't performing as well and push out the one that is performing the best. So I'm not doing it at the moment because I want to do a case study, obviously, with the results I get from these ads. That's the reason why I split it into two. But if I was running this personally for myself, I would do the split A/B testing because I want to see which ad performs the best.
Yeah. Now, daily budget, folks, Buri's left it there at $5. Look, something I do on awareness campaigns, I do $10 over 7 days, $70 a week. But then when I retarget, I generally do a retarget lead form campaign at $5 per day. So you're looking at $15 generally per campaign from awareness to lead form.
And now, I didn't explain this before, but you got 3 categories here. The first part is the ad you're running. right?
Yep.
And how much you want to spend. The second part is your ad set. Your ad set being your audience, so the people you want to get in front of, okay?
Yep.
And if you go through this, it's pretty straightforward. Like a lot of people get really confused because they see a bunch of words, but you just sit down and read it. And if you don't understand, ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT will explain to you exactly what it does. So with the awareness ad, the performance goal is pretty cool here. You got maximum number of reach of ads. We'll try to show your ads to as many people as possible, or maximize number of impressions. We'll try to show your ads to people as many times as possible, right? So there's a big difference there, and I'll just go to obviously trying to get in front of as many people as I can. You can read through this as well. So if you've got a video, this is pretty cool. Like maximize through play views. Like they'll try and make your make people watch your video that you can retarget a little bit later as well. That's a bit more advanced stuff. We'll just leave it as that per normal. Select your Facebook page. If you've got multiple pages, make sure you got the right one. You don't be advertising to some other page that you're not. Now this is something new that they brought through, which is the cap and target, but it doesn't let you select this unless you select a specific goal here. Okay, but basically this allows you to advertise to that person a number of times during 7 days. I would recommend to leave it at 2 to 3. Don't go above 2 to 3 because all will happen is you will piss off the person you're advertising to. They don't want to see you ad like 7 times a day, you know, or 7 times over the course of 7 days. That's just too much. So 2 to 3 times is good if you really want
This
to.
is cool, mate. That must have come in the last week. I haven't created an ad for a week, so that I didn't see that last week when I created an ad on Friday. So
And
that's
they're
how recent
releasing
that
more
is.
new things as well, which is pretty cool.
That's insane. So you can actually control the frequency of how many times that person sees your ad within a daily period.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
You know,
Awesome.
increase to 3, even like lower the days, you know, like that's crazy.
Smash them every hour.
That's insane.
No, you know,
Yeah.
they're gonna report you on this guy's
Yeah,
stalking.
yeah.
Everywhere he goes.
Look,
Instagram.
I never set an end date for my ads, and the reason why I don't set an end date is because if you put like 7 days, right, Facebook will try and spend all your money within that 7 days. Just let it run, let the algorithm learn about your ads, let it do its natural thing, and when you're finished, when you feel like that's enough, it's done its job, then go and cancel the ad, delete it, or just stop it. Okay.
Yeah, and just make sure you remember to do that. And look, a word and tried and tested, and depending on your audience, because everyone's audience is different, right? But from an awareness perspective, but try and run an ad maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks at most, because after that, it's probably going to start getting fatigued there afterwards.
Yeah. Ad fatigue is very, very bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I run mine for 2 weeks. That's it.
It may
Yeah,
be
but-
a month off as well. Like you could probably run the same ad maybe a month or 2 months later.
Yeah.
So-
So like if I'm doing an ad for a property, like a listing, a video, whatever, I'll run that for like maybe 2-3 weeks at most, 21 days, depending on how quickly the property sells and what the activity's like. Ad campaigns I'm doing for awareness and lead generation, I'm literally doing them weekly from Friday to Friday every week.
Yeah, wow. Now just quickly as well, you want to obviously add in the area that you're advertising in. Like, there's no point advertising in Queensland if you don't live there. Now we're from Adelaide, so, and to be specific, we're in the Salisbury Council. So, contrary to what people believe, like dropping the pin is not too bad as well. I do it all the time, and I get good results out of that. So you can drop the pin like that, and then you can reduce the radius of it to just specifically advertise to that specific suburb, or you can just do the whole of Adelaide as well. That's fine. Sorry, for Adelaide residents, it's fine. All the other states, which are much larger, you might want to just do specific to your area. But another thing you can do is go by postcode, right? So if we'll type 5108, so you can advertise like via postcode as well, and also you can go by suburb.
God, good thing it's got spell check.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it. You want your audience size to be about this sort of level here, really, or even a little bit bigger than this. So if I took out the 5108 Paraford Gardens, just increase that radius a little bit. This seems like a more healthier sort of audience size in terms of the amount of people that's getting it at the moment. Now, I've been using Facebook's Advantage Plus audience, which just does it all for me. because it's just easier that way. It just the algorithm like learns about your audience and then they advertise it to it yourself. If you want to go back to the original audience size, original audience, which is the people you're advertising to, and have a bit more control over it, you can. Um, so if you go down here, you can actually advertise to people who are like as low as 18, but you wouldn't want to because they don't even own properties, you know? And even these days, like people who are 25 years old don't even own properties much anymore. It's more like 30 years old. Um, to 65, that's sort of the when I track the analytics, that's what people are sort of in terms of the interested in property. Now, you don't have to go to detailed targeting like demographics and stuff like that, but if you really wanted to, you have to be like thinking outside of the box with this stuff. So a lot of people they just type in real estate, right? For the interests and behaviors of your audience. But the problem with this is that as you start real estate employers, was probably like realestate.com or like Ray White or one of the competitor companies that are going to be looking at your ads.
Yep. Yeah, that's a mistake a lot of real estate agents make. They put in real estate, but then it's just real estate agents looking at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So you don't want to be in front of real estate agents. You want to be in front of people, right? And what people are interested in when they're like currently renovating their homes, their interest and behavior, they're looking at things like Bunnings Warehouse, you know?
Good
Baby
point,
stuff,
man.
having babies.
Yeah, babies or like IKEA, which is like
Upsize, downsize.
yeah, like home renovations.
Yep.
I guarantee you, those are the people that are like, um, on YouTube and stuff like looking at how to like drywall or put up a drywall or paint your house and stuff like
Even
that. All right.
finance stuff, Corey.
Finance.
Yes. You can even go that one step further, and you can actually like look at people who are split up and stuff like that.
Divorce.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm not gonna go into that right now. That might be more of a a discrete video we'll go into on how to target
Yep.
that type of audience. But if you just want Facebook to run its thing and do its course, the algorithm is very, very powerful. And when I think of algorithm, I think of people. And the people watching this, they'll start engaging with your product, and then afterwards they will start advertising to those type of people. So just move forward from there. Placements with an awareness campaign, I just let Facebook put it where it wants, where it thinks it's most valuable. I used to only advertise onto the feed, but now it's 2025. Things have changed. Placements, just leave it as advantage placement. It works really, really well. Same for lead gen as well. So this is the actual lead itself. This is the most important part of the process because this is what's going to be going out there, okay? And I can't harp on enough how important it is to make the right ad creative. But basically, if you're doing a single ad video, picture, you just put it here, just upload it through. Now, Facebook has changed now. You can actually do everything here. But if you don't want to, you can just skip this part. This is like the primary text that goes out. All right, so for this example, we're going to use I don't know, this thing. No, this thing. This is good.
This is starting to show you, give you a little bit of a demo how it's going to look on feeds and reels with stories.
Yeah, and you can use the sizing as well. Always click original because unless you go to Canva and resize it yourself as well,
Yeah.
then yeah. I know this stuff might be a little bit boring because I've done this type of video so
That's
much
gold,
already,
man.
but we will be going into lead gen shortly.
The boring stuff is often the important stuff.
Yeah.
Once you push
Yeah.
through it and know it, then everything else is easy.
So
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people say, I'm not getting leads. It's like, well, did you do an awareness campaign first? People actually know who you are. Nah.
What's
Well,
your
the
awareness?
lead quality is only as good as how consistent you are on your page, right, to your audience, and then how frequently you're doing awareness stuff as well.
Absolutely. You got to push through the boring stuff. The boring stuff sometimes has the most important information.
Yep.
right. So
Sorry.
no, that's all good. That's very good content. The primary text, everything you put in here, right? It comes at the top. That's
Yep.
what people read. Like I said before, don't just put in like, "Hi, I'm Buri Son. I sold this property. Book an appraisal with me." No one cares. Like that's the reality. No one cares about that stuff. They want to hear like, what's the story behind this? So generally, sit down, write your story out, and put it through. Okay. For this example, I'm probably not going to do that because it's going to take a long time to show you how to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just copy and paste something in, all right?
Sure.
Yeah, so with these types of things, sometimes just saying what it implicitly is explaining what they're looking at anyway. So you could probably put in a story about, the sellers. You could just tell a story. Start off with an what could you say? It's like selling a house in this market is really well, especially if you're living in Paralawi. Here's a story of this person, and sort of make it engaging as opposed to it just being we sold this house. Here's how many people came through. Here's how many
Yeah.
came through.
Reappraisal. Well, this
Yeah,
is great. I mean, this is. I love the catchphrase there. What the vendors say. Hear it from them. I have
yeah,
a little catchphrase I use on ads saying, "Hear what your neighbors are saying." Or hear
Yeah.
what
yeah.
the neighbors are saying.
That's a good one.
I'll just read what I wrote here for you, okay?
Yep.
It's a bit of a story. Obviously, the top is your title. I wrote, unlock exceptional results at 11th and Tara Road, Paralawi. When the owners of a charming three-bedroom, one-bathroom home at 11th and Tara Road decided to sell their sought-after, sorry, man, I full went dyslexic there for a second.
Yeah, that's
They,
right.
they sought a seamless and stress-free experience. They chose to partner with me, Buri Son, and the results speak for themselves. A remarkable sale at $685,000, achieved off market. Here's what they had to say. That's the review.
Yep.
And meanwhile, Andy and Tanya, because we want to talk about the buyers too, right? Meanwhile,
Okay.
Andy and Tanya, battling the fierce competition as first home buyers, finally found their dream home. Overwhelmed with gratitude, they celebrated their purchase with a special token of appreciation of a bottle of Hennessy XO, which I got right here.
Haha, nice one.
Can you see that? No, you can't.
Yeah.
Now I got, are you considering selling your home but dread the hassle of open houses? Click learn more below to book an appraisal with me. We may already have buyers willing to purchase your home above market value, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
It's a
Yep.
great script, by the
Cool.
way.
Great
Then we've
story,
got,
man.
yeah, we've got the headline here. It will populate here, right? It's just because I've got this a send message that hasn't populated yet. But what I'm doing is I'm driving the traffic to my landing page that I've showed you before.
Yep. So just to elaborate the headline, the description box. So yeah, if you've got that book appraisal, and then if you put in the description box, yep.
An appraisal with me. See,
You
it
can
comes
see
up
it's
right
just
down
putting
there,
to
right?
the left-hand
Yeah.
side, bottom of the ad.
It's going back. It glitches out sometimes, but don't worry about that. That it really will work. Okay. Now, what I do is I send the website. You just click on that, and I get the URL, which is amazing URL here. It's selling homes in Adelaide. Oh, where did it go? Here we are. All right. So that's finished. You can hit publish. I'm not going to because that's not, I've already ran one of these. But from there on, you can hit publish, and that's going to go out to all the people as a digital letterbox drop, as you would say.
Awareness. Yep.
Awareness.
Brilliant.
All right.
Easy.
So the all-important lead generation, I'm just going to show you what I'm running, and then you can decide for yourself what you want to do. All right. So the first and foremost, I'm doing a split A/B testing here, but I'm going to run like an ebook download. This is using the Facebook form. So if you don't have a sales funnel, you don't need you can still run this ad, okay? So what I've done looks a bit confusing, but just try and follow through as much as you can. Remember, I will be re-recording this onto YouTube. So we've chosen the leads campaign. So what I've done is I've gone here, hit leads,
Yep.
click continue. All right.
So last one's awareness. Now we're jumping into leads.
I'm going into leads.
So the other one's just out there spinning like your letterbox drops. You're dropping out in the letterbox every month, like Chris is with the Burton reports.
Yeah.
So I'm just seen in the households every month. Now we're going to dial in and go, well, you guys now know who I am because you're seeing me 2 times a week through my awareness campaign. Now I'm going to try and get the hook, the call to action to generate the lead.
Yeah, yeah. I like the word call to action. It's very important. So what I'm doing is I'm spending $20 per day on lead generation. For some of you who think that's expensive, it's really not. Like if you're gonna get a lead out of it, that's worth tens of thousands of dollars. $20 per day to get one qualified lead, it's amazing. All right. So the next section here. Oh, I should explain as well. Yeah, we're just like the awareness campaign. We're not really touching anything here except for the Advantage campaign budget and changing that.
20 bucks,
Ad
yep, per
spend.
day.
Once you find that this lead generation ad is working, you can increase that to like $100, all right? And that's when you're going to start, leveraging the ad. All right, so for here we're going to be using the instant form. So obviously there's different methods that you can use as well, from Messenger to instant form messages to Instagram calls, but I'm just using the instant forms. I've selected maximize number of conversion leads here because we want leads that will want to do business with you. So what will happen is you might end up having less leads, but the people who submitted their details will actually want to book an appraisal with you. Do you guys have any questions so far, or that you're following along all good?
No, we're all good, man. I'm
All right,
loving
cool.
it.
The same thing here. I'm just dropping the pin, guys. I'm not even targeting per like postcodes and stuff like that because I've had more success just dropping the pin here, and the audience size is about 440,000 people, which is still good. It's just more in my area. Again, I'm just using the Advantage Audience Plus on this one. I'm not even selecting the type of audience that I'm going. I'm just trusting that Facebook is going to do its thing. Now, it's a lot of trial and error, guys, with social and digital marketing. What might work one day might not work the next day. Okay, so today, this Advantage Audience Plus might not work, and I might have to go and change that. But you have to look at your ads every day. If that day you've received nothing, you have to go on there and make a change so things will work.
And Meta's quite good. It will say in Ads Manager some recommendations on your ad if it's struggling, if it's not producing. If you go into your Ads Manager and you see your campaigns, it'll have recommendations against it. I've got one right now.
Yeah. This is what the ads look like. This is the actual ad itself. I haven't seen anyone advertise like this before. I always see what do you call it? That click here for a free appraisal. Just enter your address. Like everyone does that sort of ad. It's so oversaturated that.
Well, the other one that we see, Bor, is that this postcode with all the address like names on it, and it's like, do you want to know what it's worth? And then you click there, and it's like, I see so many of those guys. That's a trademark of what's his name? Those as Facebook marketers are just doing literally bulk agent marketing.
I'm actually. Funny you say that because I've actually got one running like that as well as one of my tests to see if it actually still works. It may or may not. But I'm not a big believer in that sort of thing anymore because I think lead generation with 2025 going forward it's all about value content. What value do you bring to the table? And I was speaking to Chris before, and obviously with this ebook here, it's just like a home seller's guide. But the one that we're thinking about is like, what would you say earlier today?
So, there's a lot of people out there sitting on equity. So everyone wants to, upsize or downsize and cash out of the market and get a bigger home, better location, or downsize and buy a caravan and gallivant around the country a little bit. So targeting those downsizes and upsizes in this market that are sitting on equity. Also selling to buy. How many people have we met recently that have doubled their home values in the last 3, 4, 5 years? They want to get to that next chapter in life, but they need to sell in order to buy, right? So doing a booklet, an ebook guide on, how we actually help. Because how many case studies would we all have on screen in the last 12 months? How many people have we helped not just sell, but buy at the same time? Whether it be a longer settlement negotiation, a rent back option, you know what I mean? Or actually helping them buy the property as you're trying to sell their home for them. So ebooks around that, because that's really relevant in today's market right now.
And you'll find that people do read these ebooks. Like I do it all the time. Not in relation to real estate, because obviously I'm a real estate agent, but I always download ebooks about digital marketing, about YouTube, about this and that, because it's free information and you might learn one thing out of it. So this is what the ebook actually looks like. And I'll show you why is that on screen? Can you see that?
Yeah, bud. Yep.
I'll show you why this is very different to the other ebooks I have, right? Because I made this myself, and I took some information from an old ebook and then just transformed it a little bit, right? But I tried to go
Where
for
was this made in, man? Where'd you
Canva.
make that in? Canva? Cool.
Oh, one more thing. If you are in with the Alpha State of Mind group, I'm going to drop a link, a shareable link that you can go and download and edit this file and rebrand it to yourself. So you get it absolutely free. You don't need to recreate it. It's there for you. Just put in
Not
your
even
own.
Christmas yet, Bori.
Huh?
It's not even Christmas yet, and giving out gifts.
Oh, no way.
Don't
They
call
call
him
me Father Christmas.
Father Christmas, mate. Yeah.
All right. So I just want to make with the front page, you want it to be like very, very captivating. So it's almost a headline, a call to action that you're putting out there. Okay. So that's the reason why I've gone with what I've gone with here. But you can change that. All right. If you don't like it, change it. But we're trying to make it a bit more of like a magazine style as well as they're reading through. So it's not boring. It's not just heap information. Um, Again, you can read this in your own time. Go download it yourself. I've put in, this is the most important part. It's the call to action page, right? Because when people are reading your documents, you want them to go, mate, I want to book an appraisal with this guy. I want to do business with this guy. Well, the information is here, right? I'm going to put a QR code in here as well because that's very important when I print out these in physical form as well, because you can print these out into make a physical copy that you can give out to your potential appraisals, potential listings. But I've got a link here as well if they want to book in that, it goes straight to my website. Okay. So see how we're like taking the journey of the customer to come through from the ad. They go download the ebook. They come to the website. Now, if they're on the website, they still need more information. They can scroll down, download the ebook, which goes back to what we were before. Oh, one more thing with this. If the customer decides to click out of it, they're not interested, it'll come up with this as well. Auto populate this pop up. So it will just ask them if they want to download a free ebook. So it's just another way to capture their lead as well. Again, going down, this is basically what it looks like. It's pretty straightforward, but it has a lot of heap of information. Like even when I was reading through this myself, I was like, wow, has a checklist for them to like print out and like, go through and see their home. I've actually had vendors that have used this, right? One on Padilla Street, Marco. The vendor there used this to maximize the value of their property, and we actually sold that one more higher than the competitor down the road.
Yeah, actually next door. Yeah.
So yeah, again,
we had two properties next door to each other, and then one down the road sold for like 50 grand less.
yeah, 50 grand less, and they used all the things in this booklet to increase the value of their property.
They
So
also
it
use
worked.
great agents as well, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, multiple call to actions. It's all about the call to action. You have to like put it in many, many times, right? But this is essentially what it looks like. It's actually a very good documentation.
And I just want to add, you know what I love, man? And I'll say this to the day I'm blue and no longer on this earth, right? It's about you. The ebook is about you, right? Like I clicked on a guide the other night, and the agents were pushing out this guide, right? And the call to action connects us to that agency. Nothing to do with that agent. The agent, after I clicked on their socials, on their page, they're pushing out the goodwill of what the agency was putting together for them. It took me straight away from that agent and straight to that agency's website as a call to action, right?
Yeah.
So, folks, please understand we're very passionate about ebooks, ad awareness, lead gen. We're going to be centralizing it about you. As Bori said, that document you just seen, you can chuck your agent photo in there, your brand logo, your contact details. We want to drive all this traffic centrally to you. It's your goodwill.
And I can tell you absolutely, because when I first started in real estate, I was doing stuff like this. And two leads that I'd actually captured because they saw my ad actually went straight to the front office. So
That hurts.
That's 100% correct. 100%
Someone else got it.
Any of those websites that like the bigger brands, which I've seen as well, they type it goes to the receptionist, and guess who gets it? The principal. And then the principal comes to you, he goes, you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give you.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh, you're on rotation.
Where did that lead come from? Oh, they called the office, mate. Kathy on front desk took the call.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I created this ad creative myself. It's very, very easy to do. It looks like it was professionally made, but it wasn't. It was just made by me. Little old Bori.
Well, that is
I
professional.
don't even remember where it is, but I'll find it and I'll give it to you guys. All right. So again, what I've done with this, I've just downloaded the actual front page as a JPEG picture, and then there's templates in Canva where you can actually put pretty much drag and drop it in, and then you just like arrange it around. But the best part is, again, if you're going to go and join our Facebook group, I will give it to you for free. So you don't need to remake it. You just got to recreate it into your own style if you want to change it a little bit, all right? Um, all right, so that's the lead gen that we have here. It goes to a form. We've got a bit of copywriting there as well, just because we're sort of running out of time. But I think we're going to go a little bit over time today. I'm not going to read this, but I'll put it in the group as well. But then basically they can download the free ebook by hitting on the download button. You could probably change it to learn more, and it might attract more customers. So I'm going to run that as a split A/B test to see if the download button works better than the learn more. I'm just trying to be very straightforward these days. I'm not trying to like trick people into anything. I'm just trying to go, here's the value, take it if you want. It's free. Use it, share it with your friends and family. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's free. Okay.
Cool.
I think being transparent in this day and age is very, very important. So I've already created the form here. So what I'm going to do is I will duplicate this quickly. And I think I had a spelling error on one of these things, so I might change that quickly.
So
And
just to
now,
be clear here, folks, this is where Bor is building out the actual form. So when someone clicks download now, it'll take them to this form with
Yep.
these questions. And this is where he's going to start capturing the data.
yeah. So you can change this and alter it to how you want. I've just done this quickly yesterday, so I might change it around a little bit as well. I like to title my things. If you look at these couple of things here, if you click on more volume, you will get leads. But you got to remember, some people, they've made Facebook accounts with old numbers and old emails. So you're going to get those old numbers and old emails, right? You will get the lead, but it just doesn't. It just means that it's not that clean.
Yeah.
I click high intent because I'm going to get less leads, but they're going to be more qualified leads.
Yeah. And the thing with that too, folks, as I understand it, sorry, mate, if you just go back to more volume and higher intent, I generally always go with higher intent as well because it is better quality. And the other thing with more volume is that it could pre-populate the fields in that they've got to fill out with first name, surname, email, mobile address, which could be, they might have 3 different Facebook profiles, right? Whereas the higher intent will actually get them to they'll have to put it in their first name, their surname, their mobile, their email address, right? They've got to manually, physically put it in. So it's to their current active contact details. It's relevant to that person because they put it in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So moving forward is the first step that they see when they click on the learn more download. I just wrote, congratulations, you're now one step ahead of your competitors. Maximize your sale price. Download our free guide before you list. So this is essentially made for people who are, about to put their property on the market. Then I just have some qualifying questions. Like here, we just need to check first if you think about selling your home. Yes, maybe no. Would you like us to appraise your home? And then the second question is, how soon do you want to be on the market? Very straightforward questions.
Boom.
Afterwards is the qualifications of the actual name, number, email, and address. I put street address as optional because some people don't feel, right putting that through. So name, number, email, just give them a call.
That's interesting. And I only say that because we kind of want the address.
Yeah. Yeah. We always want the address, but, there's other ways. If you pick up the phone and give them a call, because you're going to need to do that anyway, they're going to give it to you once they know you're a real person on the other line. Because a lot of people, they don't feel comfortable with Facebook lead forms. They feel comfortable on a landing page more. So, yeah. So that's the reason why I put that as optional.
Yep.
And going back to the consumer experience, remembering here, if we get their address, great. If we don't, Bori's giving them something that no other agent's giving them. So when they do think to sell, who are they going to think of? Who gave me that incredible ebook? You know what I mean? So it's again that value proposition with no expectations in return.
Yep. Yep. That's great.
But now it's going to be 100 agents
Oh,
having
no,
this.
it is because it's got branding all over it.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Not the agency.
Add in your company's privacy policy. I'm governed by the EXP Australia privacy policy, so that's where I've got the privacy policy from. If you're with your own company, obviously use their privacy policy. Don't use ours.
And that's literally, if your company's got a website, you've got your own website, you'll have a policy section as part of that website. Just link that portion of the site there.
And then the review screen, this is where, the high intent, they have to slide to submit that information is correct. And obviously that I may be contacting them. So you have rights to contact the Client, again, congratulations. Your guide to maximizing your home sale profits is ready for download. You can contact me on this number or visit my website. So you can click on the website as well. And then I've just uploaded the ebook here. And then create form. I will actually use that because the spelling on the other form was incorrect.
Yep.
And then just hit publish. So that's how you do ebook lead magnet. Is what I call that one. Is it
Brilliant,
okay?
man.
Is it okay if we go over time for a little bit?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. All good. We're up to
Yeah,
58
cool.
minutes. So we still got a heap of viewers watching live, mate, which is great.
Oh,
They're
how much
still
viewers
there.
have we got?
Again, folks, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. A little silly sausage Tim Man says, "G'day, boys." Yeah, the boys. G'day, Timmy. But yeah, any questions, folks? Drop them in the comments now.
Um, Now I've done the same thing for this ebook, but obviously the ebook download going to the website, same, it's pretty much the same thing, right? But instead of doing the instant form, I've clicked website. The cool thing about this, right, and I haven't done it yet, you can actually create what they call a pixel, which is a code, right? That you take that code, you put that code onto your website, and then you can actually look at the analytics of what the people are doing, where they're clicking, where they decide to click out, like what step did they go up to in your questionnaire, and then they stopped. So then you can track that and then maybe just change that question. Do you get what I mean? So it's very advanced stuff with pixels there. I haven't activated yet. I tried doing it yesterday, but I ran out of time.
Yeah, that was for retargeting.
No, that's not for retargeting. Pixels is for just tracking the analytics of what people are doing because it's very important to see the customer journey and what's stopping them. What's stopping them from booking an appraisal with you. So you got to understand that and change that on your own website. So here I've done a little bit different. I've targeted the actual postcode. So we're just
Yep.
changing a little bit, you know what I mean? And I've
Oh
done
yeah, I've seen Burton in there. What's going on?
Don't worry,
There's no
they'll go to
franchise,
you.
there's no territory ownership here. It's free for all, mate. I love it. I love it, buddy.
Um, Again, placement is at the normal places. Advantage audience, I've just left it like this, 25 to 65. I didn't put any demographics in. Same ad creative, same look. The only difference is instead of doing the lead gen for the form, I've sent the link. The link should be going here to that website that was shown before.
Yep.
All right. Pretty straightforward stuff. Might be confusing, but again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, the last thing that I've done is the one that we talked about. I did this morning before, like an hour before this Zoom. I put together this one because I wanted to test it out as well. And I'm only doing a leads form, all right? But it's this ad here. Which, Marco, if you see that one, that's your favorite ad. All right, so I've seen many people do this type of ad, but they don't actually put the suburb and the growth. You as a real estate agent, you will be able to find the growth of this, okay? Of the suburb alone. So don't ask me where to get this data from. You're a real estate agent, you should be able to get that. But I'll drop this template so you can use as well. Previously, when I used this ad in the past, I had about 50 leads come through, and say like 10 of them were qualified, like real homeowners wanting to do something, wanting to do business. So we'll give this a go as well. It's just a lead forms. The other thing that I want to show you as well that because I haven't had time to make it, but we can actually generate conversation through Meta, all right, which is it's the most expensive ad to run, the conversation, but it's probably the most best lead generation on Facebook, right? Because what's happening is you're doing the lead hook, which is the ad creative, the image, and you're asking people to start a conversation with you, all right? So same thing, you go through the same thing as a normal lead ad. I'm lost for words there, guys. It's been too long, been talking for so long.
Doing well, bro.
But most importantly, when you go through the end, you want to create a conversation. So I've used many chats many times, and this is what my conversation bot looks like. It's not really an AI bot, it's just a pre-filled conversation. It looks really wild, but it's pretty straightforward, right? It took me about a week to build this. All right. So basically, when they click on the ad, it just auto populates like a messenger chat on them. It says, "Hey there, it's a pleasure to meet you. Looks like you're interested in getting the latest suburb report or property price update on your home." And they click, "Yes, I am." It goes to the next chat, and because you got the little 2 second delay as well, it feels like they're actually talking to you. So you go through all this questionnaire. Well, the customer goes through all this questionnaire, and then you'll get their data basically from the chat itself, and then you can give them a call. But the best thing when I ran this ad previously, and I was talking to the client, they're like, "Hey man, yeah, I was just talking to you. You know, this is what I wanted to tell you on there, but I could, you know," and it makes the conversation with the customer, the home seller, so much more warm. Like during I think 2023. I I just used this type of ad and I listed like 10 properties off it. And I had like, yeah, it was just so good. You guys need to learn about ManyChat and we will do a course on this.
Amazing.
This on its own is just it's too complicated to explain in 10 minutes. Like we need like a whole full 3 hours at least. So
Bori
But
is
we can
master
we
in
cop we can copy that, mate, that flow.
what I can do, right? I can actually duplicate it, like
Yeah.
copy to another page. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
cool.
new. Yeah, yeah, you can. I suppose, yeah, you
Because
can.
we tried that and it didn't have that last time, mate, when we were
Yeah,
doing it tomorrow.
last time you could only see it like a picture, but now
Yeah,
it looks like you can, yeah, share the automation and you can just download it straight to your ManyChat.
that is awesome.
Guys, I just want to thank you for jumping on and watching us. This is something that we are building. It's new. Um, with social media ads and digital ads, don't be afraid to jump into it. It's something that we're all learning together. And with this as well, just understand that it's all trial and error, okay? What might work for your market might not work for my market, okay? So just give it your best, give it a go. Don't be scared of it. And I think we should just come together and collaborate on that and see what works and not be in competition all the time because I always see some real estate agents in our market in South Australia, they do comment on my stuff. They comment negative stuff. I don't know why. It's like no one cares. No one cares about you. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't
no,
do it. Smack
just
him on the nose. Down, boy. Down.
down.
Small poppy
Um,
syndrome, mate.
yeah,
It's
look,
But I guess the other thing is,
you
Bori,
want to
like,
just unshare, Bori?
yeah, yeah. Oh, shit.
I guess the other thing is what you're saying there, Bori. Like I've worked in many different companies, and I can guarantee you this: the stuff that we're doing here, they're definitely not doing. They're not, and because we've got the freedom to all go off in our own little spaces and then come back and collaborate and talk about this kind of stuff. Yeah, you're so locked in to some of these places. No, we can't do that because we signed up with these programs or these people, or we've got to deal. The principal's got to deal with this, that, and the other. Whereas this way here, we're kind of moving forward, striving forward in for the agent and what the agent needs, and not what's lying in the pockets of principals.
Well, everything that we do, mate, is at the forefront of everything is being agent centric. Not principal, not director, not franchisees, franchisors. It's is this agent centric for you and I and everyday transactional agent. So,
Almost like
mate,
the agent republic.
mate, that was an epic session. Even I, like I do meta ads weekly. I took some stuff out of that session myself that I wasn't aware of, particularly that new capping as well. How many times in that
Yeah.
7 day period? That's super sweet. Next week, boys, who's up? Marco, did you want to lead into something? Tony,
Yeah.
did you want to lead into something?
Yeah, I think I'm next week. Basically the basics of creating, a simple real estate video, importing, exporting your videos, sound effects, music, voiceovers, and how to use existing content that you've already got on your phone and just turning it into something good.
Yeah,
That's
I'm ready to do what's then the week after the just basically stuff that I've been doing with my Trello board, bit of process driven stuff, setting up your ideal weeks, all that kind of just really and going, look, we can offer all this to you complimentary. We can set it up straight away.
Yeah. What are we? I'm thinking, boys, just putting it out there, Marco. Could I go after Tony? Because then I can do the Gamma app, right? Because I'm thinking Bori's done the whole awareness lead gen stuff. Now agents might need some help in actually creating the content. So, Tony, if you want to focus on the video stuff next week, and then the following week, I can just show maybe the Gamma app how to build a landing page like Buri just created and shared with selling homes in Adelaide. And then we tied off that whole awareness, lead gen, how to actually create the content and build your ads and then we can move into structure, flow, ideal week, day, all of that stuff. Would that be cool, man?
Yep,
Yeah.
sounds good.
That's
That's
good. I
it.
just want to say Marco's Trello board is exceptional.
Oh,
Nuts.
wait till the new one, man. I've redone it.
Oh,
I'm keen to
God.
see that. I
I'm just
haven't
trying
seen
to catch up to the previous one, bro.
I've been
Just
playing with
making
it. I'm working on automation as well, so you can actually put your properties in there, and you put your Trello card on top of the property, and the property then instantly has a tick box
Populates.
of
Wow.
what's in this. So let's say it's pre-marketing. You know, you have to do it. Yep, tick, 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 tick. And then you can move that card, and then you can also send it off to the vendor, say, hey, this is all the shit that I've done.
That's
Ultimate
awesome, man.
workflow. Ultimate
That's,
workflow.
And one more thing
all right.
as well before you do the outro, I know you will. Just remember we are creating a course online as well that will be free, accessible to the people in our group. So if you want to learn any of this stuff, it will all be in there. But that's going to be, it takes a while to build, but it will be coming soon. So yeah, just thought I'd add that in as well.
Phenomenal, lads. Love the collaboration. Thanks for joining us, folks, on this Weekly Agents Blueprint by the Alpha State of Mind. And join us next Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. ACDT time, which is Adelaide time. So convert that to whatever state you're in. We're here each and every Friday giving you amazing content like this. Next week, Tony Lawson jumping on and going to share with you how you can do simple editing, creation, and exporting that content to use it as part of this lead generation stuff we've just shared with you today.
He's
So,
also going to give us some beard care product treatment
yeah.
as well.
All right, legends. Thanks for joining us. Have a sensational, successful weekend. Let's go.
It is.
Nice. Yeah.
Doodles.